we are is plain to God. And I hope it is also plain to your conscience. We are not trying to commend ourselves to you again. We're giving you an opportunity to take pride in us so that you can answer those who take pride in what is seen rather than what is in the heart. If we are out of our mind, as some said, it is for God. If we are in our right mind, it is for you. For Christ's love compels us because we are convinced that that one died for all, therefore all died. And he died for all, that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for him who died for them. So, from now on, we regard no one from a worldly point of view. Though we once regarded Christ in this way, we do so no longer. Verse 17, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old is gone, and the new is here. That's the verse the third counselor gave me the day I accepted Christ. Verse 18 says, all this is from God, who reconciled us to himself through Christ and gave us the ministry of reconciliation. That God was reconciling the world to himself in Christ, not counting sin against him. And he has committed to us this message of reconciliation. We are therefore Christ's ambassadors, as though God were making his appeal through us, and we implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. Why did God lead us through God for salvation? I mean, assuming that you've accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior, I would suggest from our text informs us that we are given a calling. Each one of us, brothers and sisters, each one of us is given a calling to be an ambassador for Jesus. Each one of us is given a ministry of reconciliation. And I would suggest that's part of the purpose and why he leads us here after we're saved. You see, those people that were in my life, from my grandmother, to my shipmate, to my brother, to my pastors, to the elder of the church, to the business family, some witnessed for me, some prayed for me, probably all prayed. Some invited me, some taught me, some lived life. But they all understood the Great Commission. Now, the Great Commission, if you want to turn to it, Matthew 28, we're going to read verses 19 to 20. In essence, all these people that were placed in my life as a great cloud of witnesses that took on this ministry of reconciliation are also guided by this commandment of the New Testament called the Great Commission.
Which one is it?
Baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And I'm going
You
to
hear that?
empower you to keep with you to the end of the age. There's the ministry of the Holy Spirit coming out. You know, there's an interesting statistic about the Great Commission that I came across recently. I know George Barna, and I've had George Barna come into town to speak at some of my events. And George Barna is a Christian statistician that keeps track of some of the statistics of the modern church. This year, he released a study. He went out to 5,000 churchgoers, polled them, and he asked them about the Great Commission. 51% of those polled to go to church said they've never heard of the Great Commission. 51% said they never even heard of the Great Commission. Another 30% said they had heard of the Great Commission but hadn't really participated in a meaningful way. I would suggest that that's an opportunity. That's an opportunity for us. That's an opportunity for me. Because I look at that and I see that this is one of the main things that Jesus had given to the apostles. Maybe the last thing he gave them to do. And therefore, if we're in Acts 2:42 church that follows out the apostles' teaching, he was speaking to us as well. So all these people that God placed in my life were very, very clear in the ministry of reconciliation and on the Great Commission. And the one thing that all of these people had in common I would suggest was fellowship with Jesus Christ. These people were saved by the Lord. They were in a personal relationship with Him that compelled them. They were compelled by His love. See, they became different people as a result of this relationship. I would suggest that this relationship that we're offering is the greatest thing that we could possibly have in a relationship with the living God and His Son, Jesus Christ. I believe that's my prime directive. And as a result of that, as I press into this relationship, guess who's going to press back? I mean, He's the author and the perfecter of my faith. So He gives us a measure of faith, and then He's going to, position our lives in such a way that faith is going to grow. Eventually, we're going to start to unpack and uncover the ministry of reconciliation and the Great Commission, like so many people in my life. I'm so thankful for that. And when our relationship starts to become personal, my relationship with Jesus wasn't really personal for the first 10 years of my faith, if I'm being honest. You see, I was going to church, and I was reading the Bible. I was in Bible study fellowship, going to some CBC chapters. But I can't say that my value system has totally changed. I can't say that John Paul in believing the Bible was the inerrant word of God. I can't say that I believe every story in the Bible, like Jonah and whatever. So it took about 10 years of studying the Word, coming to church, of being discipled by men like me, like Bill Martin, people praying for me, and then I had a crisis happened in my life. And some of you have heard my testimony, and my testimony is in print. It's called Selfish Discouragement. It's available out there or online. You can Google my name. But I was faced with death at one time in my life. And when I came to face death at 35 years old, I realized, my faith, it was time for my faith to be defined. It was time for my relationship with Jesus to become personal. That's when He became the shepherd of Psalm 23 to my life. That's when He became my healer and my counselor and my friend. And my relationship got very, very personal with Him. See, I had to go, I was faced with the decision. It was time for me to go all in. It was time to start doubting the Bible. It was time to start allowing Him to be the Lord of all the different areas of my life that He sought to be the Lord. See, He had been calling me, drawing me for a long time, to trusting my finances, to trusting with marriage, children, to trusting with my prayer life, to trusting in all these different areas that He wanted to be the Lord of my life. And for 10 years, I wasn't all in. That's the only way to describe it. So when that happened, where I sensed that Jesus physically saved my life, like He saved me, I thought to myself, gosh, what the Bible says is true. I mean, He owns me. He bought my life. And now, I want to live my life for Him. And so I started to simply open myself up to asking Him to reveal Himself to me in these new ways that I could understand. Guess what happened? He did. My morning quiet times started to get really rich. My prayer life started to get really meaningful. I started having a burden for other people. That's one of the key things I never had before. A burden for other people. It says in Matthew 7:13-14, this is a very disturbing text that talks about many of you. Jesus is teaching in Matthew 7:13 that wide is the path to destruction. And many are the wide. But narrow is the gate to eternal life. And few find it. Now, does that mean that Jesus didn't die for everyone? Of course not. He died for everyone. But some people are not going to respond to the message. So when I looked at that, that meant that as a Christian, God is uniquely placing me in a sphere of influence, neighborhood, family, workplace, and in all the reality is that the majority of people around me are going to be Christless eternity. And that did not bother me one time in my life. I'm ashamed to say. But as this relationship deepened with Him, it started to matter. And I started to care. I know I can't save you. Can't save you. Neither do you. But He can save you. In fact, does things became one of the really keys to my discipleship and my Christian services. Why do you think more people don't participate in ministry? Ministry means service, serving God's people, and executing on the commands of someone else. Why do you think more people don't participate in ministry or Christian service? I would say, based on all of the professional coaches that I've had the privilege of coming to know, Tony Dungy, Joe Gibbs, Bobby Allen, they compared winning football games to Christian life. And they told me that the majority of people, the majority of teams that win, that game is won before one shoe steps on the field. Because one team is going to be better prepared than the other team. One team has studied their playbook. They know it like the back of their hands. One of the things they all said to me in 3 different conversations with coaches, they said, Dan, one of the things about the Christian life is we've got to understand that God's got a game plan for our life. He's got a plan for our life we need to start to become aware of. But also, for every good game plan, there's an opposing game plan. So one of the things we fail to factor in is that the enemy has a game plan trying to thwart what God is doing in our lives. So we see a lot of studies like George Martin that 61% of people who go to church don't know what the Great Commission is, and another 30% don't participate in the meeting. We see statistics like that happen, and it shouldn't be surprising. It's surprising. So it becomes a question of effectiveness. Are we effective at being Christians? And I can't define what effectiveness is, but he does. And I noticed in John 15:5, one of the keys to effectiveness is John 15:5, where Jesus is teaching that the branches, us, have to stay connected to the vine. We have to abide. We have to abide in our relationship with them. We have to be in a relationship. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody where they never talk to you? Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody where they never recognize you, you don't spend time with them? Well, that's not much of a relationship that I would suggest. So this abiding relationship with him is the key to our effectiveness. It's the key to our fruitfulness. Fruitfulness that will last into eternity, eternal fruit. We have to stay plugged into him. And so I think that that's one of the keys also that people misjudge how much time we have to spend with him. I believe that everything that matters in eternity, eternal perspective, everything we're going to lay at the feet of Christ cannot be done absent him doing things through us, absent this relationship that we have with him. And so what resources do we have to accomplish this Christian life? Well, I would suggest that we disciple young professionals. We have young professionals group through our ministry at CBNC, and we try to teach them first and foremost the prime directive. The main resource you're ever going to have is your relationship with Jesus. You press into that relationship with him, he's going to press back. He's going to show up. And also the spiritual discipline of getting into the Word. I mean, are you reading your Bible on a daily basis? When I started to read the Bible, I didn't understand anything that I was reading. Maybe some of you are at that point. But you know what happened over time is I started to study and ask him to put a hunger in my heart for the Word. The Word started to open up and I started to understand. Bible study, one of the main spiritual disciplines that's going to grow us in our relationship with him is getting into the Word on a daily basis. Did you know, in God's economy of scale, this is one of the things that I've noticed, it's almost a principle. Every time I think I'm doing something for him, he ends up doing something for me. So I can ask him for anything. So the more I serve him, the more I get blessed. The more I reach out to other people, the more I'm ministering to. And so I can ask him for anything. Like, what if I don't have a hunger in my heart for the Word? Should I ask him? Yeah, it seems almost self-evident. But ask him to put a hunger in your heart for the Word. I mean, this is one of the key spiritual disciplines that's going to create this relationship manifesting in your life. And it's the key to effectiveness that I would suggest. Prayer, another spiritual discipline.
prayer life? Are we praying with other people? Do you see prayers being answered? And I thank God for the answered prayers in my life. I thank God for the answered prayers. But when he said that, there were different times in my life, having the benefit of hindsight being 2020, very painful, he said that. I really wanted him to say yes at the time. He said no. Now, I'm very thankful for that. But your prayer life is another spiritual discipline. It means the word, prayer life, praying with other people. It's just a spiritual discipline that will help the effectiveness of living out this Christian life. You know, I look at the life of the Apostle Paul. You know, at one time the Apostle Paul was called Saul of Tarsus. And Saul was a very zealous man. He was a very focused man. He was a very successful man in the ways of the Lord. And then Jesus got a hold of his life. And I wondered oftentimes with all that the Apostle Paul went through. I mean, he went through a few things, as you know. He got beaten up a few times, ostracized, cast out, in prison. You got the lash. You got burned, snake bit, shipwrecked. I mean, all for his faith in Jesus. And I just wondered if I went through those things, and just every time I realized that it's because of my faith in Christ, these things are happening to me. I mean, how much of that could I take? I mean, absent the empowerment of the Holy Spirit, and absent a mission that I'm so clear on, I couldn't. And I would suggest that was Paul's. One of Paul's great secrets was he was given a mission from God. And he was so clear on his mission that nothing was going to take him off that mission. So I wonder if we knew what our mission was, that we'd be much clearer on accomplishing the mission. So if we don't know what our mission is, it's really easy to not accomplish it, right? So we start with, in our young professional discipleship groups, the first lesson that we go through is building out your personal mission statement. Your personal mission statement. It's easy when you're clear on your mission. If things come along that you shouldn't participate in, that personal mission statement should add clarity to whether or not you should participate. Like, for example, they're not always scripturally based, mine is. My personal mission statement is to love God with all my heart, all my mind, and all my spirit. To love other people as He enables me, and then to go and make disciples. That's my mission statement. That encompasses my family, my work, and everything that I do. Not everybody is like that, but I'm very, very clear on what I'm supposed to be doing, so that when I get an invitation to travel out of state, or to join a board, or do something, I watch that through my personal mission statement, and I get great clarity about what I'm supposed to be participating in. And the other thing that I would suggest about the Apostle Paul was that Paul was very clear on why he should do something. You see, the majority of people in a company, for example, know what the product or service is. The majority of people know what the product or service is. A subset of those people know how that product or service goes to market. And then a very small subset of those people know why. I would suggest that the majority of the people in that company are working with people who know why. If we were to apply that to the Christian faith, what do you think the what is? The big picture, as I understand it, is I believe the Father wants to populate this planet with His children. And I believe that there's an enemy game plan to try to stop that. That's the what. How do we do it? Well, that's what we come in. We are the what? This ministry of reconciliation. And then the why becomes, why would I want to spend my time doing that? Because that's going to be messy. And, you know, ministry is a people business, my father-in-law says. You know, it's not always a clean business. It's messy. People have lots of junk. They're dealing with a lot of problems all the time. So why would I want to involve myself in that? Well, I would suggest it's this relationship with Jesus. I mean, He involved Himself in my life. He surrounded me with this great cloud of witnesses that helped lead me along the pathway of faith. And as I press into my relationship with Him, He's the most important thing to me. Jesus, He's the game changer for me. So my faith that He's given me, it becomes, this is my walk. I would suggest that everybody here, brothers and sisters, you have to determine what your why is. Why would you participate in the things that we're talking about? Because it's not easy, and things are going to come against you when you start to do that. I noticed, when I went into be the area director for this ministry, CDMC, I vastly underestimated the spiritual warfare that goes along with it. It's not easy. I mean, the enemy attacked my marriage. He attacked my health. He attacked my children's health. But you know what? I'm focused. My relationship with Jesus, He owns me. He bought me. And He bought me at a great price. I'm going to keep pressing forward and stay focused on Him. And Lord willing, one more day. I don't think about it in terms of, we could be gone tomorrow. That's how quick life is. We've all lost people in life. But for today and for tomorrow, I just want to stay focused on Him. And that's very important because I think the personal desire of the Father is to be in a relationship with us. It's personal with Him. And so I want to encourage you to consider that. When you talk about ministry, a lot of people would say, well, there's a lot of reasons why I can't do this and I can't do that. And somebody wise one time told me, Dan, don't worry about the things you can't do. Start to think about the things you can do. So what can you do? So I really thought that there was a lot of this in that. And it requires kind of a paradigm shift, understanding that we are destined for heaven. We are going to heaven. If you're a believer in Jesus Christ, you are going to heaven. And we are promised that we're not just going to go to heaven and get set of wings and a diaper and float around on a cloud. There's going to be work to do, right? We're going to rule and reign with Jesus. And so I think that a lot of what we're going through here is we need to focus on the areas that God has uniquely placed us. The unique neighborhood that you're in, the unique family that you're in, the unique workplace that you're in. God has uniquely placed you there for a reason, for a purpose. Many of the areas that we reach are areas that pastor cannot reach. I mean, pastor's job was to equip us to go out and reach the lost. For a long time, I didn't know that. I didn't believe that. I thought that was his job. He's getting paid to do that. Let him go deal with all these problems. His job is to equip me. I'm the one that's supposed to be out there on the front lines doing this. And so we need to have that paradigm shift in order to do it. We have lots and lots of resources to help us. This fellowship has an awesome church around you. This is a great Bible teaching church. It's focused on discipleship. And so I want to encourage you, if you've never been discipled, you can learn discipleship. If you have been discipled, look for somebody that you can disciple. Who will help you do that? Your prayer life. God has given you this ability to speak to Him. Today we handed out a little tool called a 10 most wanted card. Everybody should have gotten one. If you don't, there's the info counter and for each table of each entrance. And I wanted to tell you a quick story about this guy, Bill Martin, who was the Christian businessman that decided. One day I had the courage to ask him, Bill, why are you going so proud of your way to work? I'm a college student, I don't have any money, and you take me to the Marysburg Raptors, I was meeting with mayors in Tampa, and CEOs, take me fishing on the weekends. And I asked him, why do you do this? He said, well, Dan, I believe the Great Commission was something that Jesus wanted me to do. This is my spiritual act of service. Let me tell you why. For a number of years, there was another Christian businessman who used to invite me to events and chapter meetings and Bible studies. I would always go. I wanted to sell life insurance. But he never made a decision for Christ. And then one day, he got an opportunity to invest in a cable television station. And he raised $2 million with his client's money to go in on this deal, and he lost all the money. When he was faced with the fact that he was going to lose his licenses, probably his marriage, he was his daughter's college fund, he could not face this. And so he loaded a 45 one day, put it in his briefcase, just his wife could buy, and he drove out to the Howard Street Bridge, pulled over on the side, and as the ago, this is his public testimony. He said, I cried out to God one time. I said, God, if you're real, I need you now. Back in those days, in the 80s, you had cell phones carried around in a suitcase. Very powerful cell phones. Phone rang, and this Christian businessman, Ron, that lived in Jason for a while, called and said, Bill, I don't know where you're at. I got to see you right away. I got something for you. Bill said, well, I'm kind of busy. He said, well, where are you? I'll come to you. He said, well, I'm on the Howard Franklin Bridge. He said, which direction are you driving? Right, there's a park at the end there. I'll meet you there in 5 minutes. So Bill decided to drive to the park with this guy Ron Candy book on how to get kings killed. And that book was the testimony that gave Christ and shares the gospel in the book. Bill sat there in the park with it. He accepted Jesus as Lord and Savior. Several days later, he was so excited about this decision, he called Ron and said, I have to see you right away. He said, "We'll see Ron." He said, Ron, I just wanted to share with you the first person that I'm going to tell. I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior. And I just want to tell you, I have hope now. I think we're going to pay back the money. And Ron goes, look, pulls out his wallet. He pulls out the fold up St. Louis wine card. And he marks my guy, Bill's name, number 1 spot. He said, I've been praying for you for 14 years. Praise God. 14 years. That guy had a little ministry praying for people, a little hard. I would not be here today without having St. Louis wine card. So I want to encourage you. Are there people in your life that don't know the Lord? Of course there are. Would you be willing to pray for their salvation? And then maybe reach out to them in an intentional way when the opportunity presents itself. Or hand them encourage you to look every once in a while. You know, I heard Christmas is coming up soon. So maybe that service that's coming up, maybe we should write down some of these names and start praying for them. And if nothing else, invite them to church. That could be an idea. You know, discovering your ministry is going to require you to be in a relationship with Jesus. And if you're not in a relationship with Jesus, I want to encourage you to come up after the service and talk to a prayer counselor. If you want to recommit your life, if you want to get that fire back again, I want to encourage you to come up and talk to a prayer counselor after the service as well. After dying in a car crash, 3 friends go to heaven, orientation. They were all asked the same question. When you're in the casket, what do you want your friends and family who are mourning around you to say about you? The first guy immediately responds, I'd like to hear them say that I was one of the greatest doctors of my time and I was a great man. The second guy says, I'd like to hear them say that I was a wonderful husband and school teacher who made a huge difference in the children of tomorrow. And the last guy thinks about it for a minute and replies, I'd like to hear them say, look, he's moving. So, where does your ministry begin? Where did you participate more in serving others? Is it through your church? Is it through praying for the lost and the empty-ness? Is it by buying somebody a book? You know, I bought a couple of free business shirts online, and instead of ordering tall, I ordered big. So my wife got a load, sent them to the dry cleaners before I even wore them. Of course, the dry cleaners, you know what they do, they iron that little tag on there, so I couldn't return the shirts. So they were too big for me, so I had to find a tailor. I found this lady that's close to my neighborhood that had obviously immigrated from somewhere else. And I took her the shirts, and she said, no problem, good stuff. And I came back a few days later, and she said, got a problem. What's that? So I destroyed one of the shirts. And I said, you know, at one time in my life, that would terribly upset me. And I just thought to myself, gosh, this ministry of reconciliation message that I'm studying for, I said, you know what? It's just a shirt, man. Don't even worry about it. And I just remember this lady, she was flabbergasted. No. As soon as my son gets home from school, I'll have him get online. He knows how to work the internet. How can I order the shirt? It's just a shirt. And she says, thank you. I work 3 jobs. She said, no. And I remember going home that night telling my wife the story, and she said, well, what are you going to do? And I said, well, for you. It's just a shirt. I said, you know, you have something here for you that I wanted to give you. It's the story about how God saved my life. And she's very perplexed at all this. And she's looking at it and she said, what did that word mean? And she pointed to servant. To me, ministry means servant. And I just knew in that moment that the Father was pressing on me and accentuating in this message. Because I have a ministry. It's a ministry of reconciliation. I don't know if she's going to read the book, I'm going to Christ. I mean, I just gave the book. That's all I did. But I'm praying for her salvation. I talked to God about her before I talked to her about God. So, you know, in conclusion today, I'd like the prayer counselors to come up. Like, okay, I can come back up. And if there's something that you know is holding you back from participating in whatever service that you think God is laying on, I think today's the day to do that. Today is the day to do that. If you want to read your life to Christ today, come forward and pray for one another. And you need prayer for increase, come forward for prayer for one prayer. Thank you for letting me share
The verse to get possibly you don't have to go.